Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Super Soldier Talks. I'm James Rink. It's July 18th, 2013, and I have another exciting show today. I had an opportunity to work with Michael Prince again. Apparently, what just recently has happened is Michael Prince claims that a bullet hit him in his head and it bounced off of him, and he claims that he blacked out soon afterward for about 2 days, and he thinks he might have been in an underground base. And so later on in the interview, what you're actually going to hear is the regression that we did together. And to save you some time, I'm going to give you a little summary of the regression. And also, I also have Michael Prince on tape explaining a little bit about the details of what happened. So that's all up in just a bit. But basically, this is what we got. Is that first of all, we began at Fort Sam. Michael Prince was meeting with some generals, and apparently these generals were connected to the Nazi Milabs faction, and they were giving him pictures and documents about some kind of UFO landing that occurred in the mid-80s, and that he was involved with. And apparently his parents came out of this craft. They were his father and his mother were from Aldebaran in Lyra, the Lyra sector. Well, actually his father's Aldebaran, his mother's Lyra. And so so they were showing him pictures about this. In addition, they were also showing him pictures of schematics that they wanted to hand over to the Chinese for their super soldier augmentation program. And apparently this faction has been trying to raise financing by selling technology to the Chinese. And so Michael Prince was tasked as a liaison to deliver some of these documents to the Chinese. But during the rendezvous, his associate that he was with in the car attacked him and took off with the documents, which apparently went to the hands of the CIA and then went to the hands of the Reptilians. Now, prior to when the documents were taken, he claims that some kind of cyborg dressed up in a cop outfit approached his car, where the cop was actually on a motorcycle, and stopped them on the road. And this cop, some kind of weird appendage came out of its arm. It almost looked like a metal snake, according to Michael anyway. And at that point, I don't know if Michael was in a trance or a different altar or something, but apparently this weaponry popped out of his body like a laser-like weapon that was embedded within him, and it obliterated the cop. And I guess I'm not quite sure who's working for who here, but it was at that point Michael and his associate drove back to the hotel, and his associate took out a gun, shot him in the head. The bullet bounced off of him, and I think possibly, we didn't really get to investigate this, but it's possible that he has some kind of subdermal implant underneath his skin that causes bullets to become impenetrable. Maybe there's some kind of nanite shielding or some kind of armor, or it could be all chi energy. But either way, the bullet supposedly bounced off him, broke the window, and he blacked out. And then an ambulance came, and the ambulance had Air Force personnel, and they escorted him to an underground base where he was examined by these reptilian doctors and a reptilian named General Zagrif, who I had a chance to talk to, I guess you could say, if you refer this as talking to, in the regression. And Zagrif basically said that he's I believe he said he was a time-traveling Bolshevik who's been going back and forth in the timeline. I don't know what he's been doing, but apparently it's something to do, whatever their reptilian agenda is. I can't really put much comment on that because I don't really know much more than that. But then Michael had a chance to look at these hologram readouts and showed him his circuitry and some of the the gadgetry he has inside of him. So it was all pretty interesting. So anyway, well, enough of me. So let's go ahead and play actually the first part is going to be the first, I believe this is like 20 minutes clip, is Michael and his explanation what happened, and then we'll play the regression later on. So, all right. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. Michael, today you sent me a bunch of text messages, some pictures. It looked like a bullet broke a window of a car. Could you explain a little bit more about what happened, or maybe the events leading up to this?
Oh, God. Did you get the video diaries right then?
Your video diaries? Oh, I haven't had a chance to listen to that yet. Why don't you explain a little bit, just briefly, what happened?
I'm not okay. So I'm currently staying at a Marriott hotel near the San Antonio airport. I'm just staying there by myself. I'm heading to California tomorrow. So.
Okay, so you were at the Marriott in San Antonio, getting ready, prepping for your trip.
Yeah. For
your big move, and then so where were you when you were actually hit by the bullet?
Well, this happened in the car park of the hotel.
Okay. Did you see the person who did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you see them actually pull up a gun on you? Were they?
It's kind of. I lost about 2 days after I got hit, because I was picked up by an ambulance and then I was taken somewhere to a hospital somewhere, I don't even know where, and I lost just 2 straight days, and then I was returned back to the hotel room.
Okay.
And, there's video footage of the ambulance there outside my room. It's at 4 in the morning in the hotel car park. I'm not sure if you saw that. Did you see the video footage in the ambulance?
No, I'm going to watch it all in just a bit. I just wanted to get your input on this before it got too late to call you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check all that out in a bit. So, okay, so the ambulance picks you up. I guess you say missing time, but it's more like you were unconscious in the hospital. You don't.
Yeah, I think I got knocked out. And, so.
Do you think they did anything nefarious to you while you were unconscious? Were you in the hospital the whole time, or did they take you somewhere else?
I think I was underground, to be honest, for 2 straight days.
Okay, so, maybe they like put a clone of you in your place that went to the hospital and you went underground. Maybe it was your clone that was hit.
I think I was at some kind of underground hospital. That's my feelings on it. That's what I think happened.
Alright. Okay, so do you happen to have any idea what they did to you in the underground hospital? Do you have any flashes of memories or anything like that?
I'm not sure. My head's still hurting.
Where did you get hit? I mean, what part of your body were you hit on? Where they?
In the head.
And you said the bullet ricocheted off of it?
Yeah, and hit the car. We were standing near the car.
Was it?
And I was shot. I saw the muzzle flash, and then the window exploded next to me.
So the person who shot this bullet, were they at pretty close range?
Yeah, they were pretty close, like less than 1 car length away.
And did you get a good look at their face?
Yeah, it was kind of quite tall, dark hair, sort of medium build, white guy.
Do you feel like this had something to do with, do you think it was just a random act of violence, or you think you were targeted?
Oh, okay, so I get to the hotel. Kind of totally lost track of the days, how long I've been here. I must have been here over a week. So I get here. I think it must have been the second day that I arrived. There's like an SUV, a white SUV parked outside my room with a Fort Meade sticker in the window, big white SUV, and it's obviously from NSA headquarters.
But why would they be all the way down in San Antonio?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they were here for me, obviously.
Well, it's curious that the bullet broke the window of that car. So ricocheted off you.
It didn't. It broke. This is the thing. The second day I'm at the hotel, a white SUV with NSA stickers pulls up, and was parked outside my room. And I sent you a picture of that car with the sticker in the window. So then the day after that, another car comes with another NSA car with another Fort Meade sticker. But this is like a little kind of Mini Cooper, the second one, and that was the one with the bus window, the blue car that I sent you the picture of.
All right. Okay, so definitely, well, I guess it appears anyway that maybe the NSA was behind all this, but do you have any idea why you might have been targeted? Did you say something recently, or is this just typical for you to get bullets bouncing off your head and being sent to the ER?
Oh, no, this hasn't happened for a long time.
Okay. Do you think maybe someone was sent out to do a hit on you, or do you think is this just intimidation?
I don't know.
What I find curious... Huh?
I don't know.
Okay. What I find curious is that, first of all, as far as this bullet ricocheting off your head, is there like anything special about your head that made it ricochet, or is it just a weird angle?
I don't know. It hit me in the forehead.
Should it have been like a direct impact and puncture into your skull?
This is the thing. I don't know. This is what normally bullets are supposed to do, aren't they? Like take half your head off.
Yeah, because I'm just, the reason why I'm asking it, I just want to know whether it like just grazed your skin and just barely missing your skull or something, or if it actually punctured.
It could have done, but all I remember is the flash going off in front of me, and then I felt an impact on my forehead, then the window exploded next to me. But when I did the video diaries a few days later, I didn't have any scars or marks on me, just a headache.
But you were taken to the ER.
Yeah, but I was taken to the hospital and straight afterwards.
So did were there any eyewitnesses who actually witnessed you bleeding and hit with a bullet?
No eyewitnesses. No, I don't even remember bleeding. But I think I got knocked out, and like I say, I definitely lost a good 2 days.
How long do you think you were sitting in your car before someone found you?
I wasn't in the car. I didn't have a car.
Oh.
The little blue Mini Cooper with the NSA sticker on, that was the second car that pulled up, that was parked outside my hotel room, after the first white car with the Fort Meade sticker.
Okay.
Two cars from the NSA here parked outside my window.
Okay. I just clarify. I thought you were in your car when this happened. Where were you? I know you said the Marriott Hotel, but where at the hotel?
Repeat that question.
Where were you in the hotel when this happened?
I was outside in the car park in the night.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, there's just so many questions here. I guess it's a mystery. Well, how do you feel now?
Okay. It's just my head still hurts a bit.
All right. Do you think that perhaps the bullet did bounce off your head?
Probably, yeah.
Because I was just wondering, if they started... okay, this brings me back to my other question. Clearly, if this is somebody connected to the NSA, surely they must have seen... I don't think they would be stupid enough to not watch your videos. They must know that you have certain abilities, And they must know if just going out with a bullet's not going to kill you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You would think they would at least do a little bit of research. So if this isn't, I mean, I don't really think this was an attempt on your life. To me, it seems like they were just trying to intimidate you. Maybe they're trying to send you a message.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, if it's a fear tactic, what do you plan on doing about this? Are you gonna be in fear and then back down for a bit to lay low?
Well, not really.
I like that. All right. Well, I guess you could say the next question is, do you want to get justice out of this? But like, how are you possibly going to get justice? Did anybody ever catch the guy who did it?
No, because I had the plates ran from a friend. He ran the plates, and they were fake names attached to the plates.
Huh. That's a bummer. Well, I mean, surely the hotel security footage would have saw the other car coming in the parking lot. Maybe they can identify who it is.
I saw one of the people beforehand, and apparently the name was it was a Hispanic name that was registered to, and they were both Washington plates.
So you think you think that's possibly who did this?
Yeah, the guy I saw near one of the cars was a shorter guy.
All right.
It wasn't the guy who shot me, was taller and dark hair, but the guy I saw near the car was like shorter with more light hair. But the names that they were registered to were Hispanic names. This guy wasn't Hispanic, he was as white as me. It was a fake name. And they were both Washington plates. I'll send you the plates with the Washington stickers on. And, well, we got not stickers, but Washington license plate. And they would come, the big white SUV came from Fairchild Air Force Base, according to the stuff on file on the database.
All right. Well, I guess it's a mystery. Anything else you feel is relevant sharing at this point?
I don't know, really.
What was anybody else? Huh?
I definitely think I was underground for a couple of days in an underground hospital.
Well, were you with Haley around at that time?
No, I was just here on my own, playing up a few loose ends before I went to California.
All right. Well, you want me to play that audio clip that we just had when I called you?
Okay.
I'm going to see if this is going to work. All right, hold on. It's loading up right now. Hi, Michael? Michael Prince. Hello? Hey, Michael. This is James Rink. Yeah, I'm calling you on Skype. Hold on. I'm hearing some really weird sound on my end. Are you hearing that? I can hardly hear you. Okay, I'll call you myself. Michael? Hi. Okay, that's it. So, yeah.
That was weird, that noise. I don't know what the hell that was.
Well, did you hear that on your end?
Yeah, it sounded like a robotic dog or something.
I don't know what's going on here. This is really creepy, but hey, I guess it all adds to, I mean, I hate to use the word drama, but it does appear that you're attracting a lot of that, and I guess all of us are. But, oh well. All right, Michael, so I'm going to go check out your videos now so I can get a better idea on this, and we can meet up later on to figure out what's going on here with you. All right?
pictures of the two cars, and both the NSA Fort Meade stickers in the windows. I got the ambulance video footage, the ambulance at 4 in the morning, and a couple of video diaries afterwards of what happened. Okay.
All right. You have a good night, Michael.
All right, good to talk to you, James. Speak to you soon, and say hello to Jan for me if he does the regression.
Oh, yeah, Jan. Yeah, no problem. Will do. Bye-bye.
All right, then. Speak to you soon, James. Bye.
All right, so there was Michael Prince, and I wish him well. I guess he sounds like he's doing okay, considering he was just shot in the head, but as well as you're gonna get anyway. So, all right, until next time. Thanks everybody listening. Bye bye.
This is the car park where I was shot in a few nights ago, and I sent you the pictures of the cars with the NSA Fort Meade stickers on, and one of the windows blown out. And I sent you the video footage of the ambulance too. And I was taken to hospital in an ambulance, and I lost about 2 days. As I say, it's now the July 12th, Friday, July 12th, and I'm back at the hotel. I'm staying there by myself. I've got no marks or scars on my body. This is Michael Prince here. It's the Friday the 12th of July, and I'm staying at the Marriott near San Antonio Airport on the Northeast Loop. And here's the hotel here. This is the front of the hotel here, with the swimming pool. This is the car park. And this is the front of the hotel here.
Good evening.
One of the staff. And it was just here where the shooting took place, and the glass was all over the floor where the window was shot out. I'm still disorientated, but the bullet ricocheted and then hit the window, and that's what broke the window on the pictures I sent you, and it was just here. And I'll show you the car park that I was shot in.
So, I guess I just had 2 more questions. Well, I think, yeah, about the incident. First of all, I'd like to know why you think. Okay, because I looked at the pictures, I was wondering why you think there might have been broken glass on top of the car.
I think just the angle that the bullet hit.
Okay. So it's almost like it may have exploded the window.
Yeah, it looks like that. I mean, I don't really know, I'm not an expert in ballistics or anything, but
yeah.
I think that's where the bullet bounced off it. So they must have hit it quite hard for it to go on the roof.
Because it almost looks like the glass shattered from almost as if the projectile was from inside the car.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
because I can't remember what happened.
Well, do you happen to know why? Well, first of all, did you bleed at all?
Not that I remember.
Okay. Because I know somebody else that, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but somebody else had his father was a bodyguard for royalty in one of these small countries in Southeast Europe, and when he got hit with a bullet, it caused his skin to bruise to the point where a little bit of blood came out from the skin, but it didn't puncture the skin. And it just, I guess it created like some kind of bruise. Does it still hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt anymore.
Okay. Well, I guess that's all good. At least, I guess, but we still got a lot of questions and answers. So let me go ahead and activate my NeoCube. Well, actually, do you give me permission to use my NeoCube?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Device activated increase. Device, we trust you completely to integrate our mind, body, and spirit. Stargate, we trust you completely. Now, what I want you to do is, with your eyes closed, laying down, I want you to visualize a hologram of the super universe. And I want you to go into the center of the super universe and go ahead and device activate Stargate mode, automatic mode. Device, we ask that you clear this energy field of any negative energy. We ask that this session be done for Michael's healing and integration. And whatever answers we see here today will be, there won't be any right or wrong answers, but, well, when I say right or wrong, what I mean by, there won't be any ego attachment or ego input by me or Michael, but it'll be the right answer. And the one that best represents reality in this particular timeline. You're now in hyperspace and you're flying around. There's all these time tunnels around you to different dimensions and timelines. Let's focus on the main tunnel here. And it opens up into your subconscious mind, where that hallway of many doors is located. Let me know when you can see.
Okay.
Good. All right. So let's go back to the point prior to when you were shot, when you were out in the parking lot at the Marriott Hotel in San Antonio. So go ahead and open up that door and tell me what you see. Just moments prior to when it happened. What are you doing? Well, first of all, can you find that door?
Yep.
All right.
I'm sitting in the car. I'm actually in the car.
Okay. What happens next?
I've just been somewhere in the car. I'm driving, I think, and there's some guy sitting next to me.
Do you know who this person is?
I'm not sure.
Okay. What did you consciously remember prior to this incident? What did
Nothing.
you?
I didn't remember anything.
Okay. Well, what was the last thing you remembered prior to when this happened?
Just waking up in the hotel room. It's about 4 in the morning. 2 days have gone by. There's an ambulance outside. And there's a fire alarm and a strobe going off inside in my room.
Okay. And this is prior to this incident?
No, this was 2 days after the incident.
Okay. Okay, well, then let's just start with you in the car with this other individual. Do you happen to know who this person is? Have you seen him or recognize his face?
No, I don't know who he is.
Okay. Well, what I want you to do is I want you to step outside that body, and I want you to sit in the back seat and watch your other self there, whatever state of mind he's in, and so you're going to watch it from a distance, okay? And so go ahead and just listen in, play timeline forward, and listen in. Does the driver say anything?
I've got some documents in my lap.
Oh, okay.
And he's talking about it just being on a pickup for something, army base.
All right.
Or something.
Okay. Well, why don't you just peer over the front seat and take a look at the folder there. You can go ahead and stop time
Yeah.
and just poke through that folder and tell me what do you see inside of it?
Document, Department of Defense document.
All right. Do you see any pictures? Or
Yeah.
anything that strikes? Anything here you feel is relevant to know?
There's some pictures of the IBIS Canada file. And there's pictures of like an alien landing in the mountains in Canada. And I'm there as a child.
Okay. And why do you think you were given a copy of this folder?
We've just been to an army base, I think Fort Sam. You pick these up.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't you take a little bit closer look at that folder? Is there anything else in there that's important for you to know at this time?
Yeah, there's a landing. I came to Canada as a child from outer space. There's a landing, like blonde people.
Are you saying there's a landing?
Yeah, in the pictures.
What does that mean, a landing?
Alien spacecraft landed in the mountains in Canada.
Okay. Is that something that happened recently? Can you look at the date?
This is like back in the 80s, I think.
Okay. And what is your connection with that landing?
They're bringing me, some tall people with long hair, it's either white or blonde, are bringing me off the ship.
Oh, okay.
And they're giving me to the government.
Okay. Were these beings helping you?
I think it's like my family, my father possibly.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, this almost seems like a whole nother. We're gonna need a whole nother session for that. But is there anything else that's important for you to know about this particular event, this landing?
Yeah, I was being brought from outer space back to Canada.
All right. And anything else in the folder that's important at this time?
And there's schematics to a new gun, a new hand pistol.
All right. And what is your connection with the hand pistol?
It fires UV rounds.
And what does this pistol have any special capabilities that's unusual?
I think you can neutralize cyborgs with it.
Okay. All right. Well, should we progress in the timeline a little bit further, or did you want to explore more with the landing?
We can go wherever you want.
Okay. Well, I think let's just go forward in the timeline. Let's stay focused here. So what happens next? You're in the car and you got picked up. Go ahead and press fast forward. Does he say anything else that's important for you to know, or if not, then just keep going forward to whatever happens next?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Well, so what's the next thing that's important for you to know as you play the timeline forward?
They're arguing about where to send the document, which address to send it to.
Okay. Slow down the timeline and listen into their conversation.
Okay. He wants to send it to Virginia.
And what do you say?
I want to send it to Pine Gap in Australia.
Do you happen to have any idea why?
because I think it'd be safer there.
And what exactly is in that folder that makes it dangerous?
I think it's the pictures and the documents.
What do you decide ultimately on doing?
He's like grabbing it out of my lap, and I think he's pulling a pistol from the side of him.
Oh, so he has one of these pistols?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what happens then?
I think he just aimed it up really quickly and like shot me in the head, but it's like ricocheted off my forehead and hit the window.
Well, why did he do that?
I don't know.
Was it okay? Well, we can't really guess here. What I'd like you to do is activate your ability for telepathy, and even if you're not able to hear the exact words, try to get the feeling in his mind or whatever his intentions were of you at that prior to him shooting you. What was he thinking?
He's trying to just get control of the documents and make sure they get to Virginia, to the CIA. Because they've come from, like, the Nazis, but now the CIA wants them.
So, but why would he shoot you over them? Try to get that out of him.
Because he thinks I'm going to take them.
And you wouldn't let him have them back?
Well, he just grabbed them off my lap, and then the gun came up and shot me. So
what happened after it ricocheted off your head?
I hit the window blows out, and I'm just sort of like half knocked out, just sitting there, and he gets out of the car.
Did he take the folder?
Yeah.
Okay. Was this his intention all along, to create this huge drama? Was it really necessary for him to shoot you?
He just needed the documents.
But didn't you both come from Fort Sam and get them together?
I can't remember. I think so.
All right, then let's go back. Let's see what side this individual is working for. Go back in time to when. Let's go back when you were in Fort Sam and they handed you the documents.
And then in some command center underground. There's all generals there sitting around the table.
Are you in this command center too?
Yeah.
What faction do these individuals work for?
The Zionists. It's like General Odiano is there, like the highest ranking general.
Are you working for them?
Well, I just come to meet them. I'm not working for them. They actually come to a lot of trouble to get these documents.
So what happens next?
Then they're talking about the event, and it's to do with the landing as a kid.
Okay.
From outer space.
What do they tell you about this event?
Like it confirmed to them that I'm not of this world, and they say that it's true what people say about you, the things that you can do.
What are the things you can do?
I don't know, like maybe possibly fly. I don't know, maybe not, but maybe I can.
Okay, that's fine. Maybes is good enough. Do you see any papers lying about there that might give you some information on who you're connected to, your star family? Documents.
There's some like documents about the Department of Energy.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go look in them. See if you can find the name of your family, like what planet they're from, or what their names are. Do you see any profiling?
So I see that about Lyra, I think it's in the Pleiades, and then Aldebaran.
Okay. So is that where your parents are from?
Yeah. One of them's from Lyra.
All right.
The mother.
Okay. Do you see a document that has her name? Maybe her picture? Try to look for a picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, so I'm having a hard time reading her name. I can see the document, but I'm having a hard time reading her name on it.
Is it something that's hard to pronounce?
I think so.
Well, do you see what letter it begins with? Can you kind of spell it? Maybe see some
I don't really want to attempt to even try and find out the name now.
Oh, okay. What about your father? Do you want to learn more about him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look for his profile. See if you could see a picture, maybe.
Oh no, he's like the commander of some crazy fleet or something. I don't know, something like that.
And what star family is he connected to?
What star? What?
What star system or constellation?
Aldebaran.
And what exactly was the difference between humans from Aldebaran and Lyra? Is there a difference? Do they have any different abilities, physiology?
I'm not sure.
Do they both look human?
Yeah.
What color? Like is it like the Nordic kind of look, or?
Yeah. Some of them are really light.
Is there any other papers in this meeting that you feel is relevant?
No.
Okay, so go ahead and play the timeline forward. So I guess you said you left the base with those documents?
Yeah.
All right, and what instructions did they give you? Play the timeline forward to you hear someone who gives you instructions on what to do with these documents.
They're supposed to be delivering them to somebody, but he doesn't show up.
Where do you go to deliver them? Is it on the base itself, or? Do you get in your car, or where's the rendezvous point? Play the timeline forward till you get to the rendezvous.
It's like some Chinese massage parlor. It's supposed to go just night, and it's still open.
Okay.
So it must be, I don't know, maybe 11 at night.
All right, so
Okay, go in the massage parlor, and there's a woman there, Chinese woman, but the guy, he's not there. He's not turned up or something. He should not speak very good English.
Wait, hold on. There's another. There is a guy there, and the massage.
No, so we go in the Chinese massage parlor, and we're supposed to meet some guy to give him the documents.
Well,
but
who's
he's
this
not
meet?
in there. Me and the other guy.
Was this the one who shot you?
Yeah, the one who shot me.
Okay. So he came from the base with the meeting with the generals?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you're meeting up. Okay, and so do either of you two happen to know why your contact failed to show?
I don't know, the woman saying something, he's not here, he's not here, but she doesn't speak very good English.
So what happens then?
So we just leave.
What time of day would this would have been?
Like 11 o'clock at night.
All right. And so what happens then after you leave?
We just get back in the car, and then we're driving back towards the hotel, I think. And then we end up, we get pulled over by the police.
Why did the cops pull you over?
And it's like a guy cop on a bike.
So the cop was on a bike?
Yeah.
All right. And is there anything unusual about that?
I don't know. He's not a cop though. He's something else. He's just coming to something.
All right. And does this cop say anything to the driver that's important for you to know? Anything of interest?
No, he came over to the. I think he's on my side. The driver's side. So he's talking to me through the window.
So the cop is talking to really both of you?
Just me, because I'm driving.
Oh, okay. All right. And what does he tell you?
He says, nice night for a drive tonight, boys. He's not human now. He's just like, his face is really big.
His what's really big?
His face.
Did it look human?
He's like a robot or something.
Well, what was his purpose of being there? Did you drive too fast, or was there something?
No, I don't know. He's trying to get this document.
But the other guy is with you, right?
Yep.
And so what does he say?
They're like tucked down the corner of the seat, and the cop looks at him, and then like something's come out of his hand, like some snake, metallic snake. I don't know, it's very bizarre.
Okay, so this metallic snake comes out of the cop's hand?
Yeah.
And where does it go?
Trying to grab the documents from the corner of the thing.
So the snake inside his hand is grabbing the documents?
Yeah, it's got like pincers on the end. It's like a metallic snake.
All right, and so what do you do?
Grab his arm, and like this is, I don't know, this is just really bizarre, the whole thing. This whole thing is just very bizarre.
It's okay. I mean, it can be as bizarre as it needs to be. This is part of your healing. And even if some of this is symbolic, the symbols itself can give you a meaning that will show you the answers that you seek. So don't put any judgment into it, and just let whatever you seek come out.
I mean, I don't think this is symbolic. I think this physically actually happened. That's the messed up part of it.
All right. Well, what did you do to the cop, or whatever the scene was?
Well, so I've grabbed his arm, and then these blades have popped out of my hand. I've like cut his arm off.
And what does the cop say or do after that?
He's like staggered back, and his arms like flailing around everywhere.
Does it scream?
No, he just like looks shocked.
Okay. What about the other?
There's like wires and stuff hanging out of his arm.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. And then, so what do you do then? Do you say anything else, or just what?
And then there's some like, this is even more bizarre. There's some like tube in my hand that pops out, and there's some I don't know, blast comes out of it, and like basically cuts him in half.
So something comes out of your hand and like some kind of weapon and blows him in half?
Yeah. It's like a tube that comes out my middle knuckle.
Huh. Well, you say tube? Would it be like a laser?
Yeah. It's just a long, thin black tube.
Okay.
Only a couple of inches, maybe 3 inches.
And what about the other guy in the car with you? What does he say or do? What's his reaction?
Nothing. He's just sitting there really calmly.
Do you think he was working with the cop, or he was aware that like they're working together?
He's not even looking at the violence. He's just looking forward. really calmly.
Well, what's wrong with him? Why is he reacting that way?
I think we're all cyborgs, and we haven't really got that much emotion. Or we have, but sometimes we haven't.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. So, what happens then?
Well, then I blast him with this little cannon thing in my hand, and it just cuts him in half. Like the top half of his body just disintegrates.
So the cop just turns into dust?
Is he what? Say that again.
You said he obliterates. Does that mean he evaporates into thin air?
Yeah, but it's a bit more violent than that.
And then what do you do after that happens?
Just drive away.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and play the timeline forward to whatever you feel is relevant next for you to know.
Well, I'm just sitting in the car, knocked out, just been shot in the head. And then he's gone. And then the ambulance comes, takes me out the car on a journey, and put me in the back of the ambulance.
Were you taken on the ambulance?
I don't know, the medics have got like Air Force badges on their jackets. And they're being taken somewhere. I'm in the sort of hospital underground, and going along there's all lights on the ceiling as I'm being wheeled along in the trolley.
Okay, but just to back up here, this ambulance that came pick you up, would it have looked like one that was been used for civilians?
Yeah, I think it's just an EMT ambulance.
DOT?
EMT, was it like
EMT.
EMT, yeah. Emergency medical technician.
So it wouldn't look like one that would have come from a military base.
No, but the people inside have military uniforms.
Okay, so
just like medics, white, but with Air Force on.
But in order for them to be military, I mean, sure, then that means they would have known that this would have happened. Somehow they must have been notified.
Yeah.
How did they find out, do you think? And to show up?
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's... Do you think it's important for us to know it, or should we just continue on?
Should we just continue on?
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so you said that you were in the base, and what happened? What did you see?
There's like section markings on the ceiling.
And what are they like?
Arrows, different color, sort of grids or lines on the ceiling. It tells you go in different sections.
And once you step outside your body there, hopefully you're still stepped outside your body, and look at it. Did you happen to see any bullet hole entries?
Yeah, I can see around. There's like reptilians there working with people. There's quite a few reptilians.
Oh, okay. So you see reptilians in this facility?
Yeah, there's like a cafeteria. There's all people there, workers in the base, mostly human, but there's like a reptilian standing in the queue getting his food, but he's much taller than the other people. And
what color is he?
Sort of browny red. It's like a dinosaur a bit.
Do you think the reptilians down there are carnivorous? I mean, as in they eat humans?
I think some of them are, but there's other ones there. There's like doctor reptilians, and then there's like soldier reptilians. So what happens then? I'm just saying there's like a Nazi reptilian, a reptilian with a Nazi uniform on, and there's like a sort of Bolshevik reptilian, he's wearing one of those Russian commissar uniforms, you know. And how tall are these beings? Like 8 feet. Maybe the Russian one's taller, the one with the Russian uniform.
Okay. And are these beings working with you particularly, or you just see them in the base?
I don't know. I've gone in to some operating room, and they're there, the two reptilian soldiers.
Okay.
And they're looking at some of the hardware in my arm, and then the doctor's explaining to them what's going on.
Oh, you mean because of what happened with the cop?
Yeah, it's just like my arm's lit up with like circuitry. It's like coming out my skin. And there's like digital displays, like holograms coming out my arm.
Okay. So after you attacked this cop, or with this, well, we can assume it wasn't a cop, but one that was posing as one, and these devices came out of your body. Does your body have a way to bring them back in and cover up the skin so you look perfectly normal, or do you have to get surgery to cover it all up to fix it?
No, it just pops straight back into your forearm when it's finished.
Okay. So as far as them giving you surgery, and you said you saw these holograms coming out of you and stuff, and these circuitry. Where did is that connected to what happened earlier with this stuff coming out of you?
Yeah, they're just looking. The doctor is explaining, but as a human doctor, explaining to the two reptilian soldiers about some of the hardware in my arm.
Okay, do they make any mention about this cop you just annihilated?
Yeah, they're talking about it. They're talking about it's one of the few times that...
Okay.
Well, there's been like an upgrade on the cannon. And it's one of the first times it's been used.
Okay. So I guess they're pleased overall? Maybe not so much the fact that you left the file.
They're concerned about one of the like Nazi reptilian is concerned about the gunshot. He's just asking the doctor about it.
What about the gunshot?
Well, the reptilian is making sure I'm okay.
Oh, okay. But you said, I mean, can you examine your head? Do you see if the bullet actually penetrated your head?
No, it just bounced off my head.
Well, actually, let's try this. Do you think these reptilians would be willing to communicate with you?
Maybe, yeah.
Do you think they would? Do you think they would be willing to help you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't take your astral form, your astral body that you're viewing all this, and bring it down into a lower dimension so so only the reptilians there could see you. So
okay. Well, the Russian reptilian is saying that he'll give me information. I can pass it along to you.
Okay. What was that something that he said back then?
No, he just said now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's see.
So they knew back then. They knew back then in the room, in the hospital room, that you're going to be communicating. They're talking about that. They know back then because their brains like work where they can see future, the present, and the past together sometimes.
Okay. Good. All right.
So that they knew they were going to talk, so they're going to give you information. The Russian one is anyway.
All right. When you say they're going to give me information, is this like, are they going to give it to me in a dream, or are they going to do it right now?
No, they'll do it now.
Oh, okay.
You just ask questions, and then
all right.
he will tell me, tell you.
Okay, so ask him why they stole your file. Or whoever.
Why they stole the file?
Yeah.
He's saying something about the coming war, and all the files are getting destroyed underground by the Navy.
Okay. Well, ask him. Surely that was just a copy, right? It wasn't original.
No, this was it was the original, and the original pictures from the landing in the mountains of Canada.
Okay, well, ask them why they let such important piece of documents enter into your hands around somebody. I mean, surely you should have been escorted. I guess you were escorted by. So maybe this guy infiltrated. How come they didn't know?
He knew. He's one of the Russian shapeshifters from the Russian Revolution.
Oh.
They're traveling. Him, the reptilian we're talking to now, is like a general in the Russian army. And the other guy who's in the car, he's a shapeshifter. But they're traveling back and forth between early 1900 in Russia at the time of the Red Terror and to America now.
Oh, and so what exactly, what is the purpose of doing that?
He's the reptilian you see on the wall in Denver Airport, the one with the Russian commissar uniform and the sword.
Okay. Yeah, but why is this reptilian going back and forth? I'm assuming through time.
Yeah.
So why would he? Is he trying to incite the Bolshevik Revolution?
He's just. I mean, the Bolshevik Revolution already happened, so it can't be stopped. But he's igniting the Bolshevik Revolution and the revolution in America now.
All right. Well, I guess. Is there any other questions you wish to ask him?
Not really. I don't have any questions for him.
All right. Well, I feel like I've asked enough.
Okay.
So I guess they're still working on your body. And how long were you down in that facility?
2 days.
All right. Well, surely the operation or the surgery wasn't 2 days. Well, what happened after the surgery? Did you do anything else down in that facility?
I was given a staff uniform and just went to the cafeteria and stuff. And then I saw different alien races just walking around.
Anybody you recognize or knew?
Not really. I saw little greys there.
But what
a lot of reptilians.
What are the little greys like?
Just kind of cute, with like big heads just walking around.
Are they stinky?
No.
Anything else you learned down in this facility that you feel is important, maybe to remember now? Or
I don't know. I'm in some room with some holographic computer. I'm connected to something.
Mm-hmm. Is that where the files are again? Because if it's
There's no files there. It's just a computer. Just a room, dark room, with a holographic displays lit up.
Okay, what do you see on the hologram displays?
There's like pictures of my body, little DNA scans. And it's saying, there's a lot of reptilian symbols too, and it's saying if I get up to a certain amount of power, PSI, I can aim my body into different directions or spaces and pretty much do what I want.
And what was those words you said? TSR?
ESI.
What does that stand for?
Yeah. Psychic stimulation, and psychic stimulation, something.
So this hologram is just giving you information on how to tap into your abilities?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything, can you interact with the hologram right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask the hologram what you can do or what we could do right now to help increase your psychic abilities.
Same doing my blood, and my blood's waking up, but it might take a while.
When you say it's waking up, what's in it that makes it wake up?
Something in it, like living little nanites or something. You can see them on the computer display, like little tiny diamonds lighting up the body everywhere.
And what happens when these nanites are fully awakened?
Well, they're like showing computer readouts, like a lot of me like jumping over a house.
So it's almost like full levitation, practically.
There's no levitation. I'm building up energy in my body and jumping.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay.
I have no clue how it works. Well, something to do with blood and the nanites.
Is there any exercises we could do right now to increase it, or is this?
There's nothing you can really do. There's nothing you can really do. It's just a process that takes a while.
Okay.
But different world events wake it up too.
And what is their ultimate goal? What do they want to use you for? They're grooming you for something. At the computer, maybe we should go back to the reptile.
They want me to be like the most powerful man in the world or something.
And what do you want?
What do I want? God, that's a good question. What do I want? Just really understand who I am and what I can do. I've got this stuff inside me. I want to be able to start using it a little bit. I am using it, but
yeah.
I want to be able to like bring out some pictures or some video footage. If it, you can see some of it, or some documents or pictures.
Well, when you were with that guy in the car, was that ultimately what your goal was, to take those pictures? Oh, but you were going to rendezvous with someone else, so you weren't. You know.
Well, we were supposed to hand the pictures and documents off.
Maybe we should go back. Can you go back to that reptilian and ask?
Yes.
Okay, and ask them why. What happened to your contact? Why didn't they rendezvous?
There's like no information that he can give me that I can't just get myself, so I don't really need him.
Oh, we should astral travel back and look.
Yeah, well, just ask me the question, and should be able to pull the info out.
Yeah. Well, figure out how whoever you're supposed to contact, go back in time and trace it back to see what happened to them, why they bailed. If they bailed.
So he's part of the Chinese cyborg program.
Oh, okay.
And I'm supposed to like build my own private army or something, working with the Chinese and some other countries. So
the Chinese are using the technology that you have?
The Chinese won't. The Chinese government is getting ready to put in billions of dollars into my program, but they won't do it unless there's some more documents. So that's why we're supposed to hand them off to the Chinese.
But why didn't they show?
Because he was stopped from coming.
Can you see how he was stopped?
Well, it's the dirty little Zionists again, as usual.
The reptilian Zionist?
Yeah.
So do you think it was a good thing that he was stopped?
No, because we need the billions of dollars from the Chinese government. So I'm supposed to be starting to like build my own private army.
So the Chinese are going to use you. I mean, you said your own private army. So you were going to work with the Chinese?
Yeah, that's one of the countries we're going to work with.
Was this Bolshevik reptilian? I mean, is he really on your side?
We exchange information. That's about as far as it goes.
I guess he's got his agenda and you have yours, and I guess when you when you both mutually benefit, you work together. All right. Well, so the files, I guess you said CIA.
What was the question?
You said the files got in the hands. The guy that took off with the files. So you said it was going to Virginia, and you thought it might be CIA.
It's gone to the CIA and ultimately the Bolshevik Reptilians.
So okay, so the same faction. So the CIA also, but you said the government. You said the government needs the money, but yet the CIA doesn't want to work with the Chinese. So I guess even within own government, they're all kind of fighting with each other.
Yeah, basically, we need the money. We need the billions from the Chinese government for this whole private army thing.
I mean, couldn't they just go to one of these wealthy elitist families that work at the Federal Reserve and just get them to write them a check out of thin air? I mean, couldn't they? Because
that's kind of going on at the moment.
Okay, so if they can just issue money from out of thin air, they don't really need the Chinese.
Yeah, they need the money at the moment for some reason. I don't know why.
At the moment, okay, that's fine. All right. Well, is there anything else you feel is important for you to know that we might have missed?
I think we covered a lot of good information because I had no clue about any of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, does that reptilian have a name he's willing to share with us? Or does he want to keep that confidential?
General Zagref or something. General Zagref.
Is that his reptilian name?
Yeah. He's like a general in the Russian army.
All right. Okay.
General Zagref, yeah. He's the guy on the wall in Denver, on the mural.
All right. I guess with all the little girls with the pretty flowers. Is that the one in the gas mask with the scythe?
Yeah, the one with the Russian Commissar uniform and the gas mask.
All right.
General Zagref.
I guess he thinks that is an image of beauty.
Yeah, watch out for him.
All right. Okay, Michael. Let's come on back. Are you ready to come back?
Yeah.
All right. 1. Slowly coming 2 now. 2. More awake. 3. 4. And on the count of 5, eyes open, wide awake. And 5. Eyes open, wide awake.
Okay, I'm good.
Great. Well, any other after comments you want to bring up?
No, I think I covered most of it.
Okay. Well, it's kind of curious as far as these reptilians working in the Bolshevik army. Do you think they were? I mean, were they just observers, or do you think they were going back in time and whipping up the people in their anger?
Yeah. I'm still trying to work out what happened in the Bolshevik Revolution, but I think it was pretty heavy. I think the reptilians or some of the faction went around and was killing like billions, like harvesting their bodies.
Okay, so the reptilians liked how this revolution occurred because they could go in and harvest bodies.
Yeah, they harvested millions.
Okay, because we wouldn't have had the Russian Revolution because they already had a Duma, the Duma, which is like almost like just like we have a Congress here, and the czars were already losing power, so they were going to just like the UK went to a monarchy with a republic formed government. And if it wasn't for the Rothschilds who financed, was it Trotsky and Trotsky, and there was another guy, Lenin. And of course they gave them suitcases of cash, and they went over there with probably some help from, what was it, the Tavistock Institute, probably taught them methods on how to infiltrate governments and foment revolutions. But, you know, who knows how it would have been different. Maybe if that didn't happen, because, you know, they've been monkeying around at Montauk, I'm sure they might have looked at different scenarios, what the timeline would have looked like. Like, for instance, there was a timeline where JFK wasn't assassinated. And in that timeline, what actually happened is that people kept believing the government. And so over the past, you know, 40, 50 years, in this timeline, after JFK was killed, certain factions within the government, they put together basically a resistance movement. And people started questioning. And so you just never know how history could have unfolded if it was different. But ultimately, I don't think sponsoring revolutions and all that is necessarily the right answer. But anyway, I guess we're all just pawns in all this, and just do the best we can what we have, right? Anyway.
Well, I'm in LA. I'm in a very ghetto area, and there's riots going on. They just started tonight. So it's like the new revolution, this race war. Charles Manson called it helter skelter. So this is what's happening, you know, now.
Yeah.
I suppose it's the new Bolshevik revolution.
Right. Well, anything else you want to mention?
Nope. I've covered it all, I think.
Okay.
Most of it.
All right. Okay. Well, you have a good night.
Okay. Thank you, James.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.